but this is so much better. Oh my god, crop top. I'm a little chubby right now, guys, because I haven't been working out. Suck it in. I would go ahead and show you guys 3 different ways I crop my t-shirts that I do get from the thrift store. And I actually just recently got a bunch of tees for only 50 cents each, and yeah, they're super cute. But I chose some to go ahead and do the crop top tutorial with you. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into that. Basic long tee, but I don't really care for it being that long. And now is the time to go ahead and see where you want it, and if you want to go ahead and mark it, that would be perfect. Make it a little bit longer because you could always go short if you want to. But yeah, I just really go based off of my eyes because I kind of know, like, I usually leave like this whole foot, I'll take it off, so it'll be like that. But it's gonna be just like I said, you can mark it up while you were wearing it if you needed to do that. However, I just go based off of my eyes. So what I will do is I will fold it in a half. 1 second. I'll fold it in half like so. But I'm gonna use just the scissors. I kind of go based off of my eyes. This is okay, so this is the first one. Let me go ahead and stand back, but let me lower this. Another thing I forgot to mention is, you see how it has a design on the back? I wanted to make sure not to cut that, so just know more or less where it does stop. What do you want, Mia? You just want to use me to stretch? Whatever. Anyway, but yeah, you see this is super cute. And as I mentioned, we're just gonna go ahead and stretch the bottom. You could do that kind of, I guess you could do it with your shirt on or off, but yeah, it'll just roll up and it is super cute. So yeah, it won't give you that straight sorry, I was tiptoeing. It won't give you that super straight line, but it will help, and I freaking love this. Next, I'm going to do the same thing with this other one, which is a kiwi. So I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half.
Make sure it's kind of aligned, because that's the best. But again, either one, this one I'm probably going to go a little bit longer, just leave it out of the shirt. I would like to wear more often.
Okie dokie, here is the kiwi one. Of that. And then go ahead and you could start kind of pulling on it, and it just naturally rolls up because there is no finishing threading or stitching. I mean, I don't know, I say threading. Anyway, but yeah, so this is another cute one. I really like it. Yay! So this one is kind of for the neat freaks out there. I'm kind of one, kind of not, but like I like to have a straight line every once in a while. So what you will need is the fabric fusion glue. This one is the quick dry. It's called permanent fabric adhesive. You can find these probably everywhere, Walmart, Target, stuff like that. Again, with this light, guys. I will use my scissors and my pins just to hold down the spots, and are going to be these. I'll probably only show you like maybe 1 or 2 of them. Maybe I'll do these 2 because they're super cute. I'll do these 2. This one was not a thrift. I think I bought it on Romwe for like maybe $4 or $5, but it's just like super big. I'll show you how it looks on me right now. So this one is cute. I love the design. I love everything about it, and it's super thin, but I just don't like how long it is. I would like to make it just a straight cut. So what you want to do with the t-shirt that you are going to go ahead and cut is you want to turn it inside out. This one a little bit longer than your usual crop top, just because we are going to be folding it in anyway. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get to that. So there's a tag right here. I think I'm just going to cut right above that. Yeah, I'll probably do that. And even if you do cut this crooked, honestly, this part you're gonna pretty much get even no matter what, just because we are folding it under, and there's no really wrong way of cutting this part. So yeah, we're gonna move on already, but you're gonna go ahead and take a pin and you're going to fold this over. First of all, remember it's inside out, so whatever you fold over is going to be from the front, or like the side that is showing whenever you do wear it. So like I said, just fold it however long you want it to be, and go ahead and place a pin, and that will help to be your guide for the rest of this. It kind of helps if you somewhat fold it a little bit, just so it doesn't keep going back and forth and all that junk. So yes, you're gonna want to keep doing this all the way around. When you do get to the back, like I said, how it would be even the whole time. The reason for that is because when you flip it, you can see where this one is from the front that you are doing. So you might have to adjust it just to see where about you want to put this one, so it is even all the way around. But yeah, let's get back to it. Okay guys, so for me, this is the front of the shirt. I made sure by checking the top where the neckline is. So for me, honestly, I like to have the front a little bit shorter and the back a little bit longer. So yeah, I left it like that. You can always adjust the pins if you need to make it align, like super aligned, but this is perfect for me. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get my fabric glue. My dogs are chewing on it and start gluing, so I'll go ahead and show you how I do that. I just took off the pin as you saw, and I'm gonna go ahead and just place some glue. You don't need too much, but enough for it to stick. And we're gonna go ahead and just push it down. I'll pick it up and just squish it. What's the matter, Mia? Stop it. They just want my shirts. And then you're gonna continue. So the next pin, and we can go ahead and glue it. So I'll go ahead and show y'all what it looks like with it on for me. Okie dokie. So this is how it looks after all that gluing. Like I said, the fabric on the inside that is not glued down at the tip, you could cut that off or just glue it down. I'll probably do that later. But for now, this is how it looks. Oh my gosh, it's so much better. Yeah, like see, so this is a little too long because it's starting to leak out. Actually, I might just cut that right now so y'all can see. So this part isn't glued. Sorry for my belly. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut. And it doesn't even matter if it's crooked or whatever, because who's gonna see it except for you? Okie dokie. So this is how it looks. Like I said, it is super cute. And I'll probably cut the back of the inside later as well. But this is so much better. Oh my god. Crop top. I'm a little chubby right now, guys, because I haven't been working out. Suck it in. But yeah, I'm so excited. Yay! This one as well is also, it is a thrift actually. It says Girly Girl Girly Girl Originals. Sorry. And this is the back. So this one I need to stand back because it's a little long. But don't forget, the first thing you want to do is going to be folding it and finding out about where you want to cut it. Remember, you always want to make it longer just because we are folding it in and then gluing. And we are going to cut away. One that I'm doing like this little demo, and it's great because also don't forget, I kind of knew my letters were kind of high, so I don't have to worry about it. But if you do have lower artwork, you know, designs at the bottom, you want to make sure you don't cut that if you don't, if you want to save that. If not, then, you know, just go for it. But yeah, so we cut it, turn it inside out. You could do either or first, inside out and then cut, or, you know, cut it first and then turn it inside out. So. Okay, so this happens a lot. So this is the back of the t-shirt, and this line, just because of fabric, I guess I cut too crooked, so it's going, and it's a little bit higher than the front side. As you can see, this is the front part. So I'm gonna go back. Sorry, I'm stuttering. I'm gonna go back and flip it around and even that out. So we're gonna go ahead and go back and undo some pins. I'll undo the first 3. Make sure it's even with the back. Again, if that doesn't bother you, if one side's longer than the other, you can go ahead and leave it. But for me, I'll just go ahead and come back to this. Plus, you get to see how to fix this issue. So yeah, it doesn't take that much time, but I'm gonna go ahead and undo these because I have to fold it. So you want to make it even with that. And continue the same thing. It's just all about making it even. I guess based on what you prefer. So I'm going ahead and taking these out. And you can see the bottom layer. I don't know if y'all can see it. So I'm just trying to line it up. I know y'all can't see it good because, like I said, I'm trying to line it up really good. So yeah. And once we're done here, give me 1 second. Okay, this is gonna be the last one. That's fine like that. Make sure the shirt's like stretched out properly. And yeah, that's pretty even. It might go like a little like that. I don't know if y'all can see that, how it goes up a little bit. Oh, what I was gonna say is that the top of the inside, like I said, is always gonna be crooked. It might, like, I'm pretty sure most of the time it's gonna be crooked. You can go ahead and cut that off now rather than later, like I did with my other one. I cut it off last minute, but you can always do this ahead of time if it's just a lot. Make sure you still are leaving room to go ahead and glue that down. But yeah, so this just kind of eliminates the excess use of glue. And yeah, so it's not just a whole bunch. Anyway, yeah, this side's perfect. It doesn't have that much excess what is it, fabric. So we can go ahead and get started, honestly, on gluing. So you're gonna want to take out your little quick dry fabric fusion glue and start undoing 1 pin at a time. Sometimes I do 2, but don't get too ahead of yourself, because if you do, next thing you know, you're gluing it and it's going crooked and there's nothing you can do because it's already dried. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put dot, dot, dot. Okay guys, so this is the finished product. Gotta tilt y'all down a little bit. Those are all the shirts, but yay. So I actually think it's a little crooked, right? Is it just me? Yeah, it goes this way. Honestly, I don't even care at this point. But I guess if you wanted to, you could probably fix that by just folding it under again and gluing that down. But for me, it's whatever. I still think it's super cute. And it fits my pockets. But yeah, look at this. Yay! Okay, so just because the next one that we're going to do is going to take a little bit longer, I'll probably only show you one of these. So do please pay attention. If not, you can always rewind and watch it over. But this is going to be the shirt that I will be demonstrating it on. It is super long. See if I can stand back. I'm on my tiptoes, by the way. But yeah, this is how long it is in the back. Okay guys, so for this one, we are going to need the same materials as before, the scissors, the fabric glue, definitely pins this time, and if you want, again, you can mark it, but like I said, I go ahead and eyeball it. And also the main component is going to be the elastic. So we're gonna have the elastic. Let me just demonstrate it real quick. This is on the sleeve, don't ignore this. But we're gonna have it and we're gonna fold it, right? And we're gonna glue only the top part. So the elastic is going to roam free. And the reason I like this one is because if it does end up like twisting and turning in the washer and the dryer, you can always kind of like move it with your hands and it won't be as hard as it would be if it was the thinner elastic bands. So these are really good. I definitely gonna do is go ahead and fold it in half first of all, like we've been doing with all the previous ones. Normally would, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and do it from right here. Make sure also if you have any artwork in the back that you aren't cutting that. Okay, those are scraps. My artwork is still intact. I forgot what to call it. Okay, yeah, this is perfect. So then now we're gonna go ahead and turn this inside out. Okay, so lay it out flat. Sorry, I know it kind of matches with this. What I do is, normally people like to cut it off, but I don't, just because you're gonna want your elastic band to be shorter than the actual wraparound of the shirt, because obviously if it's just like that, it's not gonna have any stretch to it. You're gonna want to make it shorter so that it can actually pull and it'll kind of like wrinkle the bottom. So I do this, which I will go under. So unwrap it a lot and I'll put it like that. So I will flip the shirt up and then I will put the shirt over it, just because it helps to give me a guide. And then I will flip it this way, and then we can start folding the shirt up, making sure that we are covering the elastic bands all the way to its fullest, and we will put down pins just to make sure we know where it is. And yeah, so we go ahead and start placing pins, and just want to make sure we get the entire band covered, and then you always want to make sure there's enough fabric to go ahead and put down your fabric glue without actually touching your elastic band, because if your elastic band gets covered in glue, it kind of just makes things complicated, honestly. But just keep going all the way around. Okay, so before I flip it to the back, this piece right here, that was the end of it. What I did is I went ahead and folded it over like if it was gonna be in the shirt, and it is eventually, but it just helps me to get a layout of the ends of the corners, because that is always a hassle. So what I'll do right here is I'll go ahead and place a pin, and as you can see, my fabric is getting a little bit shorter. I don't know if you can see that. So you just want to be careful, especially when gluing, but honestly, you could always just pull the shirt up like I did right now and continue on. So when I do flip it, this is kind of the annoying part, is I will grab the roll, grab each corner, and then just make sure all the pins are in place and flip. Maybe I should give it a little bit more room just so it's over here. But yeah, and then you're going to want to continue again, making sure you have extra fabric to place that glue on. Remember, you don't want to glue this down at all, because that is where your band is. You're going to be moving it right now to measure it and stretch it out, and then you're going to cut it. So do not glue this. So what I'm doing is I am getting the tips of the fabric and gluing this part down, and then just putting pressure just so it sticks very good and it does glue down pretty quick. So keep taking your pins out one at a time. I like to hold this in place, the elastic, and just kind of look, and you see where the elastic is, and just glue right above it so it has a little pocket of its own. Honestly, these glue bottles are like a little hard to get the glue out. But you really have to make sure you don't glue that. One time I did glue it just a little bit by accident, and it was playing a little bit of tug of war with me when I was fitting my elastic after all this gluing. So I just kind of had to like tug at it, and then it finally released it. But that was only because I barely got some glue on it. So like I said, you don't want to do that. Right here it's getting shorter. So just keep being very vigilant of what you are doing and what you are gluing. But yeah, the corner that has the elastic coming out, do not touch that. So just glue this down. Okay, so another thing you're gonna need are bobby pins. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention this. What you're gonna do with your bobby pin, one of them at least, is you're going to, there's glue on my thumb. You're gonna get this elastic. I don't want to mess up the shirt too much because the glue is still drying, but you're just gonna punch a little hole through it. And it takes a little bit of force, not too much. And just go ahead and put your bobby pin through there. 1 second, I don't want it to have that little fold. Okay, so the bobby pin is through it. If y'all could see that. This light is so bad. And that is my freaking OG shot going off in the background. So you just want to leave that there. Leave the glue to dry. And we're going to go ahead and flip it. And remember, you want to leave that corner alone for now. So do not glue this corner at all. At all. At all. Okay. Okay guys, so right now I am allowing it time to dry. But as you can see, you can clearly see where the elastic is. Everything is perfectly like straight. Like not as in this. I guess that's kind of straight, but it's not perfect. But like I said, I don't really care. It's gonna scrunch up anyway. But yeah, so this corner, like I said, leave this alone. So I do have the roll coming out of it, and if you can see right here, you have the bobby pin with the other corner of it, the other end of it, that is also there. Just leave that there for now. Let this dry properly. So just wait, maybe like a minute. So what you want to do is carefully unfold it. I'm not showing myself because I do not have a shirt on, because I'm going to put this on right now. So you want to carefully unfold it. Be sure to just leave that side alone. So right here, as you can see, I put it on. I made sure this is all straight. You can kind of see where I put the glue because it is still a little wet, but it is drying. So let me just show you how it looks right now, like this. This is how it looks all the way around. I'm gonna put this between my legs, just like I have it holding down. But the one with the bobby pin, focus on that one. And you're going to want to pull it. So pull it in the direction that it is coming out. So it can scrunch up little by little. You kind of just want to play with this. So let it scrunch up. Okay. I'm trying to get the feel for that. But this one is going to go all the way back to where it's just a bobby pin coming out. This one is the one you want to go ahead and start pulling on as well. Make sure you are going the same way so nothing gets twisted. So it is coming out like that. So ignore this one. Yeah, this one goes that way. But this one is coming out like that. So I'm going to go ahead and yank on it. And you will see it start to get your little ruffles. I guess you can see that. Woo, it's hot in here. My bobby pin is still hooked to my jeans. I still have like at least another 2 inches. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep yanking on this part. And it's getting tighter by the second. So you just want to keep playing with the fabric, moving it around. So now I'm going to unhook the bobby pin just so I can see about where it is. Okay, let me show you this. So the bobby pin is right here. It's still out. You want to make sure that's going to be kind of covered, just so we know about how tight to make it. So right now it's loose because I just stopped pulling on this. Oh my gosh, my dog. Okay. So make sure that where those two are, if it is that tight, that you will like this. You're not gonna have a problem with it. But yeah, I personally like it. You can always put it down a little bit. And yeah, so this one is a little puffy, but honestly it's not a big deal. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. So once I am positive where I want this to be, actually I guess you want to leave it like that with both your bobby pins. Leave it like that and go ahead. We're going to remove the shirt. I'm gonna put another shirt on so I can show y'all me. And we'll go ahead and cut it thin, glue it, and I'll probably hand sew it. I suck at that, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I did just remove the t-shirt. It's inside out at the moment, which is perfect actually. So it's better if you have it inside out. And if you're anything like me and took off the t-shirt, more than likely your bobby pin went ahead and disappeared into your shirt. So mine, where it does come out right here, this is the one that's attached. Yeah, let me roll this up so it's not so messy. But chances are your other side of your elastic band did go back into your shirt, which is perfectly fine because that is why we put the bobby pin in place. So it's not so hard to go ahead and retrieve that, which I'll do right now. I'm just trying to get rid of all this excess. So there is a bobby pin. You just want to scrunch it up and keep scrunching it through the little pouch that you have until you see your bobby pin. You can squeeze your little fingers in there and just pull. Okay, and as you can see, it makes that cute little scrunchie that everyone knows and loves. Let's see. Look, mine also got twisted. So right here, what I'm gonna do, let's see, make sure that's fine. So you're gonna want to follow it along and make sure that it is not so twisted. You just want to move it around with your fingers, but it's not that much of a hassle, guys, unless you make it out to be because you're so stressed about it. We're gonna meet this way. You just want to make sure everything is perfect. So if we are going to cut this and glue it, you want to make sure it's going to go like that, and it is flat all the way. There's no twisties, and it goes back this way. See, mine is a little clumped up right here, so I'm just going to mess with it with my fingers. Just make sure everything is good to go. Okie dokie. So, like I said, we have that. We pulled on it, and just because it doesn't seem tight right now, because obviously it's not on your body, do not try to make it tighter because you already figured out where you like it. I wouldn't test those boundaries right now. So what I'm gonna do is remove this, cut it where I had the bobby pin, or you can cut it before you remove the bobby pin. I just do that. So the reason I keep this on, obviously it kind of helps with the layout of placing the pin, making sure everything's even, and it helps to keep that side in place so it doesn't keep disappearing into the shirt, especially when you try it on. Like, so you just know more or less how much you actually need and you're not wasting any. So with the other one, you're gonna want to go ahead and remove this, and you're gonna overlap it, not too much, just a little bit. You're gonna go ahead and place some glue on the fabric glue on the elastic band. I'll do like the first like half inch, I guess, and I'll cover it in glue, and then I'll get this one and just fold it over it so it is like that, and I just hold it down for a little bit just to make sure everything is good to go. Anywho, now I get my little needle, and I will, let me close my pins because I'm not trying to drop some and then my dogs, get into that, and then we gotta go to the vet. So, especially if you have kids or any animals, guys, please make sure you know where all of those are at all times. I always like to double check the floors also to make sure I don't drop anything. But yeah, so for this, doesn't matter what thread you use. It's not going to be on the shirt. It's going to be on the elastic alone. So this is the mess I made on my, what is it called? Elastic. I don't know why I keep forgetting that word. I swear, usually I do it better and I take my time, but I was just like, you know what? I don't even care. Right above the elastic, like you've been doing. Oh my gosh, this glue will not come out. Let's try doing it this way. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. The glue doesn't kind of like come off because it's all ruffled. So I just stretch it out, and I like to just press on it every once in a while and just leave it here for like 10-15 seconds, and then it's good to go. So this is how it came out. If you want to have it high, I mean, it's like that, but I know I'm gonna probably pull it down just as much as I can, and just so it has a tighter little band around it. It is still scrunched up, but yeah, I mean, whatever's comfortable for you when measuring the elastic band, go ahead and do that. I just find this to be super cute, and I mean, why not? Okay guys, well that's all I got for today. I hope y'all like these tutorials. The first ones were easy because it's just a straightaway cut. Don't forget to go ahead and pull that so it does fold up. The second one, you did need your fabric glue. You could always get at Walmart. And pins are kind of beneficial. I mean, you could probably do it without it, but it's very helpful and they're super cheap, so you might want to get that. And for the third one is where you also need your elastic band, your scissors, your fabric glue, your pins, and occasionally if you want your little sewing, so your little thread and your little, I don't know, what do they call it, like needle, threading pin, or whatever you want to call it, whatever. Like I said, I hope y'all like this tutorial. If y'all can give us a big thumbs up, please subscribe and turn on the notifications, which is right next to your subscription button. So please go ahead and do that. And comment below what you think. If you have any more questions, if I didn't answer something, go ahead and comment below because I'll more than likely get back to you. Thanks, guys.